gonna do with it? What you gonna do?
I'll see you with it.
Pop that.
Go. Now let me see you go. I'll see you with it.
Pop that.
Now let me see you go. I'll see you with it.
Pop that.
Go. Now let me see you go. I'll see you with it.
Pop that.
Now let me see you go. 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 What you do? What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it?
What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it?
Digital breeze from cybernet seas. We may not make it out of the bay. Just unwind, it doesn't matter anyway. Try not to freeze or throw away the keys. The predator is now the prey. Things could be different. Things could be alright. Things could be innocent when dark becomes light. We're online, ready to fire away. Powered by a dream, connected to a screen. The Revo's in 4K. When dark becomes light, we're online, ready to fire away. Powered by a dream, connected to a screen. The Revo's in 4K.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, for the final round of the Apollo Racing Club ACF1 League here tonight. I'm Adam, EV500, and joining me here for the final time this season is Thomas Castellani. Tom, the championship is already sealed by Cody Lawrence coming into this race, and Kieran Fox will secure second, but third place is also probably secure, but fourth, fifth, sixth place, all up for grabs right now.
Yeah, it is indeed. Those drivers obviously had a very good season, and Cody has been able to take the title, so congratulations to him. There's still going to be plenty of action, though, and yeah, we're here to see some racing, and I'm excited for that.
Yep. Last week, Cody Lawrence picked up the championship by winning last week. He had to score a maximum of 23 points in order to secure it. He ended up securing the title. So Kieran Fox finished in second last week. What really hindered him in his bid for the title was TT Assen and finishing just right inside the points. So some unfortunate luck for Kieran Fox. But tonight's going to be interesting because we are at a very unique circuit, and it is called. Gotta pull up the name here one more time because it's not a real track. It's Autodromo di Palmadera. Is that how we would pronounce that? Yeah.
Palmadera. Yeah.
Palmadera. So
yeah,
it is a 4.08 kilometer track, 2.5 miles for those who don't understand kilometers. And the main straight itself is 1.4 kilometers, and it has an elevation of going downhill of 19%. That I'm not making that up. It's a 19% downhill slope for these F1 cars on the main straight, but they have a little bit of a roller coaster ride going up the track. They have at some points 17% incline and to a 20% incline. So it's definitely an interesting track, and we will be able to ride on board with some of the drivers here as Danny Hernandez, the first one out there tonight for the final round.
Yeah, so obviously it's being a fictional track, it's very interesting, and the creators are able to do something a bit different with it, and you can see this undulation, the way that the track snakes not only left and right, side to side, but there's a lot of camber here. Again, some banking in this big left-hand turn as they head onto the straight. As we're going to see, this big downhill that you mentioned, the 19% grade, that's massive. So I'm not sure we're seeing a 340k an hour there on for Danny Hernandez, but on the hill. I have to wonder whether the drivers have geared for that and done any aero work in the setup to try and take as much advantage as possible, because you don't generally see that, right? A big downhill,
straight, like,
yeah.
Usually we see, some curves. There is a layout of this that has a chicane right before the before the pit entrance, which is kind of an interesting layout to look at. But Danny Hernandez right now going through 15 degrees of banking, and we'll go down the hill. DRS wide open. You can get a lot of speed as they come down the hill, and almost hitting 345 kilometers per hour. Will cross the line, 103.8. Wearley goes to a 103.8 as well. Legs goes quickest with the 103.5. Cody Lawrence will go quick time here. No, he has not. He has now 103.1. That's a very quick lap time. Michael Locke, a 104.205. William Nero on 104.787. And Matt Chevry. This is the kind of track you want to be in the slipstream of somebody in qualifying. So first lap already on the board.
Again, I do wonder whether the drivers have geared for that, because if those are the speeds we're seeing out of the slipstream, you don't want to be hitting the limiter if you are in the slipstream. So you have to have a bit of headroom in that top gear.
Oh, Danny Hernandez's lap is messed up.
Bailing out. Yeah. I don't know if he got held up a little bit there, but obviously deciding to back out and take another run at it.
Kieran Fox, a 103.4 puts him into the second spot. During the practice sessions and during the practice session right before the qualifying here, he put up a 103.1, so he does have the pace to match Cody.
Yeah, worth noting that these are incredibly quick lap times, almost getting close to a minute, so it's a short track. And in these cars particularly, the lap times are rapid. So for the drivers in qualifying now, that means that they do have a lot of opportunity, unlike a track like Silverstone, where they'd only be able to get in, maybe half the amount of laps or less as they might be able to here. Got a nice big mountain in the background. That kind of reminds me of Mount Roraima in Venezuela.
Kieran Fox right now on a hot lap. Same with Cody Lawrence. Cody Lawrence, 2 purple sectors, but Legs goes quick time on 103.176.
That is good, and that's, I believe, Cody's beat him to it again. He's now under the 103 second mark.
Getting back to Fox here. Here he comes to the final turn. 15 degrees of banking. And here he comes. He shoots it down. And here we go down the hill. DRS wide open. All the energy in that battery being used here. Can he get past 345 kilometers per hour? He does just hit it. And he's at a 103.174.
It's interesting to see then the drivers basically taking the low line, let's say, in that banking, and not slingshotting it up high. We've got a lot of tire smoke visible there, just as the cars either lock up or light up.
That was a lockup for sure. That was 100% a lockup. And then he probably spun the tires at the same time. I couldn't tell who it was, but they were definitely, there was a lot of tire smoke happening off of turn 1. Legs now coming down the hill here. He was quick time last time around. Can he do it again? We're gonna watch his hot lap here as he comes into turn 1 here. And you can tell he probably he trimmed out this car to be very low downforce, very low wing, and just is going to have to hope he keeps control of this car, especially through this sector. I mean, yeah, you can tune the car for that front straight because you can gain a lot of time, but how much is it a sacrifice in this middle part that is pretty technical?
Yeah, it's a balance. He's obviously favoring top speed with this setup. If that pays off across a lap time, then definitely helps for qualifying. You have to have good race pace though, and you have to be consistent. So there's no point having a car that is so uncontrollable that when the tires start going off, or even before they get up to temperature, it's too risky. That you can throw everything away, or just end up fighting the car and dropping a lot of lap time.
So, Legs, a purple sector 2 from him, a 16.7. Fox just put up a 16.3. Excuse me, a 16.2 for Legs. That's the purple sector, and a green sector 3. Right now, Fox coming down the hill here. And he is way past that 345 kilometers mark and boost himself into that second spot and only 40 thousandths of a second away.
Walk straight back out on track, so you can tell he really wants this one.
Well, with such a quick lap here, you know, you could really bust out laps. We still got 5 minutes to go here. A lot of these guys have done 6, 7 laps already around the track. That includes an out lap and a hot lap. So 3 goes of it. Ooh, and who is that in front? That's Cody Lawrence here. Cody Lawrence still on the pole. 102.966 is the time.
Just noticing that Micah Locke is on a 104 dead. 104.000, so that's a fun time to see, but only 4 drivers in the 104s. 5 in the 103s, so most of the field, and then obviously Cody just being the exception to the rule.
Well, I mean, Kieran Fox is right there, only 40 thousandths of a second away, and Cody Lawrence is going to abort that lap. He got held up by, I think, Legs there, so... Legs or Angela, or it could have been Angela there, I think it was, so... Cody Lawrence will reset here. Kieran Fox is out there. Oh, no. Spins it around, and where he goes back to the pits. Grant Warely down Sector 1, but looking for the time in Sector 2. Out of the final turn, down the hill. Truly a roller coaster of a track. And crossing the line, Warely does not improve.
You've got
but
2
William
green
Neron.
And a purple sector for William Neron, but
Yeah.
he is in pit now. I guess that's the end of his lap. Still sitting in 6th place.
Here we go. Cody Lawrence starting now another lap. He aborted his last one. We got 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go here of this 14-minute qualifying session that we've had. So right now, Cody Lawrence has an opportunity to increase that lap from 102.966, which is already a fast lap time. That is an incredible lap time to get under the 103s. Now, but Kieran Fox also has the daunting task of beating that 40 thousandths of a second between those two. Cody Lawrence now has not improved. Kieran Fox has improved.
Yeah, that's a green, that's a PB sector for Kieran in the first sector and a PB in the second sector, I believe.
Yep. And again, improvement in Sector 2. Can Kieran Fox find the pace here now? Here he comes down the hill watching the speedometer. He's not going nearly as quick as he was his last time, and he improves to the pole with a 102.885.
There we go. That's massive. Almost a tenth ahead of Cody now. So I would very much doubt with a minute and 15 seconds on the, well, a minute and 45 seconds on the clock, sorry, that Cody could beat that. Legs not looking to have a particularly good lap under the belt this time around. So I think he's going to go again, use that.
That was his out lap.
Hill and apply it to the next. Okay. There we go. That would be why.
Sector 1 was a minute long.
Right, yeah.
All right, here we go for Legs.
Gotta be happy with that lap, though.
Oh, Fox, what a lap that was. What a lap. He didn't have to put up a purple sector at all. He just had to make the improvements. Legs right now a 103.1. He's looking outside of this battle here. He's 1/10 off of Cody's pace. So can this be it? Can this be the lap? He's not improved in sectors 2 or 1 or 2 with 40 seconds left on the clock here. This will be his final lap. And he has not improved, and he will stay there in the third spot unless Danny Hernandez has something. He's down sector 1. And Kieran Fox, he was out there on the lap, messes that one up. And Cody Lawrence out there on the lap as well. Watching Danny Hernandez, though. Danny Hernandez, green sector 2. And now he's in through the final turn, through the banking. Gets the most speed out of the corner he can possibly find at 300 kilometers per hour out of the corner. He gets to the inside line, trying to find all the speed he can. He crosses the line, does not improve. So back to Cody Lawrence now. Cody Lawrence trying to steal pole away. Can he find that time? No, he cannot. 102.966 will keep him in second, but the man on the pole tonight is going to be this man right here, Kieran Fox. And what a lap from him on a 102.885, beating Cody Lawrence by 81 thousandths of a second.
Yeah, absolutely mega lap, and what a beautiful car as well. I know we've seen it all season long, but just always worth noting what nice liveries these cars have. Kieran, he was on pole last time out, I believe. But unfortunately, that race did not go as he would have hoped. The rear wheel rotate there. The 13 car will, the 13 car will want to try and translate this, but it's going to be a hectic race. Like we said, it's a short track. You know, it's going to be a very intense number of laps for the drivers.
It really, really will be. And again, so 11 drivers here for this final race of the season. Again, the championship is already secured by Cody Lawrence, but again, tonight was one of those nights where there are some spots up to grabs. Let's look at the starting lineup tonight. Starting in the back here in 11th, that's going to be Angela, and in 10th, Rebel Gales. 9th place, Micah Locken in 8th, Matt Chevry 7th, Herbert Reinstein, who was looking good in practice, and then 6th, William Neron with a purple sector 2 to add to his this time. Grant Werley in 5th place. 4th, Danny Hernandez in 3rd. Leg starting inside a podium position. Cody Lawrence will start in 2nd outside of Fox, and Kieran Fox will be on the pole for this final race here of the ACF1 season here at Apollo Racing Club. 38 laps are on the board, and this is going to be an exciting race. I feel like as I was watching practice, you were seeing guys with DRS. The DRS is going to be so massive here on the main street. That is where the DRS is on the main street.
Yeah, so even faster than if it was just the hill on its own. We have a mandatory pit stop during the races, race as always. So I would imagine that the race will run sort of 45 minutes with the stop, but looking forward to seeing how they go.
So 30 seconds here. Well, 35 seconds before lights out. We see that countdown on the top of the screen. We also have one on our timing that we get to see here on our end.
Yeah, so obviously, as you've said before, Cody has sealed the championship, but he wants to win because racers want to win. So,
well, here we go.
We'll be looking to get the shot into turn 1.
6 lights will turn on, and 6 lights will go out, and away we go. And right away, Kieran Fox trying to steer away from Cody Lawrence, but Cody Lawrence makes a move down the inside. He'll take the early lead as they go through turns 1 and 2 here, and some little argy-bargy happening here as they go 3 wide in the back, and that's going to be Matt Chevry. Rebel Gales getting the lucky dog out of that one, and then Matt Chevry puts it into the wall as they come through turn number 4. Now heading back out in front. Cody Lawrence still out there with Kieran Fox trailing behind, but Leg still remains in third with Danny Hernandez in fourth, Grant Wehrle in fifth, William Neron in sixth, Herbert Reinstein seventh, Rebel Gales now up into eighth, Micah Locke ninth, Angela into 10th, Matt Chevry now back into 11th.
Yeah, that's a mega start from Rebel, just avoiding all of the incidents and getting his way into 8th place from the back of the grid. Kieran had to relinquish first place then to Cody off the start. Cody had the inside line heading into turn 1, but then it does flip up into turn 2. Fox will just try and settle in and get some good pace behind, but we've got a couple moves happening.
Got William Neron.
Grant Wehrle into turn 1.
Yep. It's fourth to fifth spot.
Does get past Angela as well.
And right now, Ryan Earl did not make the start tonight. He was fifth in the championship with 90 points. Matt Chevry right now trying to pick up a haul of points to maybe close in that gap, but he's a little bit far away. He has 78 points right now. William Neron in the 10th spot with 40 points. Top 5 finish for him would be great because he would then jump up past not Matt Chevry, but Mark Levine for the 7th spot. So again, still some points up for grabs in the standings. So anything you can do now, but Grant Wehrle trying to get around William Neron. William Neron takes it to the low side. Oh, and Wehrle lost it on the top of the banking. And oh yeah, just did not have the grip and probably went too fast, as now DRS is enabled.
Yeah, that's a really tough spot to be stuck there, so that drops Grant a good 8 seconds off the back of the field. Hopefully he'll be able to make some of that back up. And now we see Rebel in 6th place. So what a fantastic first couple of laps he's had to basically pass half of the grid. Some of a lot of those places were gifted, but you know, you got to be in it to win it.
Hey, you just got to finish, right?
Fox, it looked like Fox and Legs had some overlap going on there. Legs was briefly in front of Fox, and Legs is actually hounding Kieran Fox quite a lot, but
Danny Hernandez getting by.
Kieran is being overtaken by Danny, so this is a 3-car battle that gives Kieran Fox a little bit of a breather.
Here they come down the hill. Danny Hernandez with DRS, same with Legs here, and they are closing quickly onto Kieran Fox down the front straight. Here they come, and this is gonna be they closed that gap quick. I thought they were gonna be sending dive bombs in the turn 1. They did not.
Yeah, very close side by side. There was a little bit of jinking going on as they were trying to make sure they didn't have side to side contact, but Kieran did lock up a little bit into turn 1, and that allowed the 2 drivers chasing to gain a small bit of time.
Well, guess who's lurking in the background here? William Neron. He's only 1.1 seconds away from Danny Hernandez right now, so this is turning into a battle.
Yeah,
quickly forming, but he lost a lot of time through there.
And a little bit further back, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, sorry. Is that, who's off there?
That's Micah Locke.
Micah getting back on then. So that'll give Grant Wehrle someone to pace, and it looks like Grant might even get by Micah right away. So already we're seeing a lot of drivers just struggling to maintain race pace without mistakes, basically. See Matt Chevry dropping down again. I don't know if that's another incident for him.
Nothing appearing on the timing like he made contact.
Yeah, I think maybe just got a little bit sideways and has caught it, but now has to take back some of those positions he had already made.
Legs now only a half a second away from Kieran Fox. Again, this main straight, this front straight is very deadly without DRS.
But William near in the wall, I think. Was
Yeah,
that?
Yeah.
Certainly some contact registered on our timing screen.
Back out for the battle for second legs. DRS wide open, side by side with Kieran Fox. Gets around him, and they're into turn one with his nose out in front. Legs takes away second position away from Kieran Fox. But, again, that was DRS.
Yeah, just plants it on the outside of turn one, which works very, very well, because if you can maintain that overlap, you get the inside for the next turn. William Neron did drop back a fair bit. He lost, well, about 5 seconds. That actually puts him into the clutches of Rubber Gales. Angela just... it was just about half a second off the back of Matt Chevry, so... seeing if she can chase him down and take that position back again.
Here we go again. Battle for second. Kieran Fox, DRS wide open, closing on legs. Legs defends it to the outside line. Kieran Fox to the inside, nose out in front. Almost has a full car width out in front, and he gets it done. And Fox will retake that second spot away. Those two are going to go at it, but they're going to use this to their advantage to kind of keep away from Danny Hernandez a little bit.
Yeah, the more they battle, the more they slow each other up, basically. So Cody Lawrence has now got a good 3 and almost 3.5 seconds on Kieran and on this battle.
That part kind of reminds me of Radion on Spa, just with how quick it is and the pitch of the angle of how that corner looks.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic little track, and it looks like it's a lot of fun to drive as well.
Here we go again. Battle for second, except Legs is a little bit further back this time. Can he make up the ground? I don't think so. Not this time. And oof. Legs almost getting to the back bumper of Kieran Fox. Now Danny Hernandez right there to try and take advantage.
Yeah, Danny also within DRS range, so it's going to be a mini DRS train going on here with these 3 drivers still if Fox can't break that 1 second barrier. They've all been very close in terms of lap times, so I would expect to see Danny and Legs both still just going at Fox, trying to grasp that second place, but I don't know if this is if you want to be out in front in this sort of situation, because every time a driver gets out in front, it's only a matter of time before they get overtaken again. It's almost, if I was thinking about Danny's situation, why not sit in, take it easy, stick with them, and save your tires? Of course, that's no fun for us. We want to see them battling, but Matt Chevry now just half a second off of Herbert Reinstein, so definitely making a comeback drive once again. Angela was not able to hold on, and Grant Welly has taken that place from her now. Michael Locke also in the 107s, so trying to build back some time after the spin that he had.
Right now, guys are on the C2 tires. That's the hardest compound for this race.
Yeah, so we're seeing, I mean, a good 4-second gap from what we were seeing in qualifying between the soft tire and this hard tire. Micah just getting ahead of Grant Worley now, so Grant perhaps having another issue to find themselves back there again. I watch the progress of Rob Bell against William Neer, and it seems like the break in the pack is really kind of between 4th and 5th place. William now 10 seconds back, but similarly can't see that he's being caught by Rebel or any of the other drivers just yet. So it's unfortunately for William, it looks like it's going to be quite a quiet race as we have 3 wide on the straight.
And Legs.
That's Legs ahead into the lead. Danny Hernandez follows him through, and that puts Kieran Fox into 3rd place. So it got a little bit messy for a moment there, but it all shook out, and now Legs will have to see how long he can stay in front, because again, the pace is so evenly matched right now. Unless tires start dropping off, I can't see that Legs is going to be able to make a break for it. So Kieran as well will probably be looking at the back of Danny, thinking that he wants to at least get his car back into 3rd place, just so that if Legs does start to make a break, that he's within touching distance. Must be exhausting. Got Matt Chevry in the pits. I don't know if that's an early stop or he's actually just come out of the pits, so that didn't catch that. I'm not sure if that was for damage or if it was his routine stop. I'm just going to look, see what tires we see. We got a C3 on Matt Chevry and a C3 on Herbert Reinstein. Both of whom have pitted, I believe. So those are the softer compounds. Am I right in saying that?
Medium compound.
Medium. Okay.
Yeah, but it may
Real good.
look
We know what's
light.
going on. Right. So basically, we saw that a lot of the entire grid started on the C2.
I think everybody pretty much did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody pretty much started on that C2 tire. And
I've got to
Legs,
take that back. Reinstein and Matt Chevry are still on the C2. I was looking at the wrong part of the screen, but we know what's going on now. So they I think started on the C3s, which is why they pitted early, and now have gone to the C2s because their best laps were on the C3. So everyone else on C2 to start, Chevry and Reinstein started C3.
William Neron picks up a drive-through penalty for speeding.
So that will actually give Robel a very good chance at taking 5th place.
Yep.
Pretty much hand 5th place to Robel. So
Legs right now, currently a half a second in front of Danny Hernandez, and Legs is only 4/10 behind Hernandez right now here on lap 13. Legs trying to just maintain a good run through the corner, but he's got Danny Hernandez, who's within a very strong DRS range. And here we go down the hill. DRS wide open for Danny Hernandez. We were 3 wide just moments ago. And here comes Danny Hernandez now. He will take second away from Legs.
yeah, just throws it around the outside, and he had the move pretty much done before they even got to the corner. And Micah Locke, they were just behind Grant Welly, but that gap seems to have opened up again. So perhaps they got too close and had to just back out of it, or had a bit of a slide. Similarly, Herbert Reinstein was very close to the back of Matt Chevry and has now dropped about a second. So those gaps, those battles that I was hoping to see Is he not materializing just yet, but should hopefully close up. Again, Grunt Whirly is getting very close to the back of Angela. I know I mean, we can't not watch this. I say top three, it's second, third, and fourth place. So Legs going for basically the same move, and
Oh.
Kieran diving into the pit. So Kieran
Kieran
deciding to get out of the dirty air.
realize it's holding him up probably and gonna try and go for the undercut.
Yeah, if he can get a stop that will allow him to drop into some clean air, he can bang in some good laps. But as well, he's not going to have DRS necessarily. Whereas, the cars of Legs and Danny, even if they are battling, they're swapping back and forth, but they're keeping DRS, which gives them that extra speed. They have the slipstream. I mean, we'll have to see what kind of times Kieran could do. I would imagine he has gone onto the C3 now as well, so that's also a soft tire.
Oh no, William Neer on DNFs here, and his game has crashed.
Oof.
Oh man.
Barbon not so good. That is a shame for William. Obviously, there are technical issues from time to time, just like in real racing. We see Legs in the pits as well now, so Danny has been allowed to go off on its own, and Kieran comfortably makes that undercut. And that was just from one or two laps, so that strategy really, really working for Kieran at the moment. He actually dropped into fourth place from the pit stop, so he didn't lose any positions. He had enough time behind him that he was able to get into clean air without being too many positions back, or any positions back. So quite a quick stop here as well. Relatively short pit lane, I would think.
Yeah, it's relatively short as Cody Lawrence now pits. Same with Danny Hernandez. Now the fight is on, and I think Fox is going to get this done because he is already going downhill. Danny Hernandez now getting to his pit box, so he will 100% be passed here by Kieran Fox for
100%.
second place. And Cody Lawrence will be within reach of Kieran Fox now.
Yes, he will. Yeah, that's very interesting. So, I don't know. Cody's last lap was a 1:10.8. That does seem odd.
That's a pit
Because
stop.
that's was it though?
Yeah, because you have to cross the line in the pits.
Okay. Yeah. I'm surprised by that. I guess it was only 3.5 seconds. So if Kieran is that much faster, doing 105s on the C3, just those few laps have definitely helped him a lot in terms of both being able to make those two positions and getting him close to Cody. But now Cody's going to be on the C3 as well. And the other thing is we've got 22 laps to go with 22 laps remaining with 17, 18 in. Is this going to be a two-stopper? You would think so. If they went that long, around about 20 laps on the hard tire. Let's do medium, or medium soft, depending how long these last. But by Kieran hitting earlier, is he going to give himself a harder time later in the stint?
Angela with the spin somewhere.
Right on pit exit there, so just using the wall to get it turned back around. Angela's able to keep going. The just seeing Robel Gales there. Currently on the C2. Just wonder if he lost a bit of time because was placed higher earlier on. We've got Matt Chevry in 5th currently. Everyone has taken their first pit stop. We've got a mixture of C2 and C3 out there, so no one going for, soft tires or anything at this stage.
No. No sense to. It doesn't give you all that much of a time advantage on the soft tires in the long run, because you'll have to pit eventually.
Yeah.
And lose all that time pretty much.
Hard medium race is, if the soft tire is, say, a couple seconds quicker than the medium, it would have to be good, but only for a very short stint. That's why I would say perhaps if drivers are able to shorten their final stint, if the medium's not going to go all the way anyway, either people are pitting onto the hard again and going hard and saving the pit stop, which is, again, it's not the longest pit stop. So if you're able to keep a lot more pace with the tire strategy, it's kind of worth making 2 pit stops, I think, here. Danny then not letting Leg Smith out of his grasp for the time being. Herbert Reinstein also just within DRS range of Grant Willie in front of him.
And they're going to probably continue this on. Nope. Oh, it's already a 1 second gap. Again, DRS is what saves you on a track like this on that main straight. And without it, you are a sitting duck.
Yeah, definitely you want to stay within range there. Danny not quite taking the fight to legs as we saw at the end of the last stint. Maybe not pushing quite as hard, or looking, they are both on the C3. It's the softer tire. The medium. He is getting a lot closer this time around. I can see that Danny... Okay, now he's got it open and he is going for the inside. So Danny... we got 5 second speeding penalty for Angela, unfortunately. And now the cars of Danny and Hernandez and Legs get very close side by side. They're able to figure that one out.
Legs now down into 4th, and right now Kieran Fox, he's comfortable because he got the undercut he needed, and now he's just driving away here.
Yeah, pretty steady lap times between Cody and Kieran. I'm seeing the last lap of 105.5 for Cody, a 105.6 for Kieran. They're coming over the line now. Okay, it was a 105.4 and a 105.9 for Cody and Kieran respectively. So Cody still has that edge. That's a good half a second that he's able to pull out of Kieran in that lap alone. But Fox does now at least have a good gap over Danny and Legs. Like I said, I just worry that I mean, it was only really an extra couple laps, but we saw how 2 laps could make a big difference. I just wonder if, as this stint goes on, he's going to start to lose out. But he's planning to pit anyway. Can split the second part of this race, or split the race from his first pit stop, and then do either 2 equal stints on the medium and or at least have push for a soft. I want to see someone push for a soft stint just to, you know, just to see if it works and how that strategy would play out. I hope someone has that in mind. But it's more likely that we're going to see medium from runners like Cody, Kieran, Danny, like all of these top guys. So we're just 15 to go. See, Matt Chevry, it's 107.5. Seems he's on the C2, but we've got Grant Worley on the C3 right behind him. So that's, you know, that tire's worth a couple seconds. If Grant is able to maintain that pace, you see he's 5.2 behind now, but that could within 3 laps be 0. And Matt would be losing positions, at least 1 position. Robel has dropped a fair bit. He is also on the C2. Micah Locke, they are on the C3. But last lap, Micah was a 107.7, so not really taking advantage of that tire, unfortunately. Legs now will be the driver with DRS. They've got a few more turns before they get onto that big, crazy hill of a straight. Grant Worley ahead of Matt Chevry, but that's because Matt Chevry's pitting.
Yeah.
Has Matt decided that the C2 just isn't working? I was very surprised to see him go hard, but you would think hard would mean you're going for a 1-stop.
Well,
So to be pitting again, it's that totally breaks the strategy.
Well, he did 14 laps on that tire.
Yeah.
So,
But it was a very early pit stop for him to start. Oh no, hang on, sorry. Matt started on the C3. So he went medium hard. It was Matt and Herbert that started on the C3. So now I'm intrigued to see what tire Matt goes onto. It does look like he's stayed with the C2. So he's gone medium hard. Okay. With 13 to go. Maybe the degradation really is just that high that it's
legs
not
spun
possible.
around.
We've got legs around.
I thought I saw somebody spinning. I just saw a quick glance of it, and it was Legs who was spun around, and now Legs into the pits. And here we go, 11 laps here to go, 12 laps, excuse me.
Box also in, so that gifts Danny 3rd place net and 2nd place on track. So Legs actually doesn't. He retains 4th place because they had built such a gap on the field, and also we're a little bit in the pit cycle with some of the drivers further down pitting. We had, let's see. So yeah, Matt Chevry, Grant Worley, Herbert Reinstein all have pitted within the last couple laps. And then we've just had Fox and Legs. So Fox has gone on to the C3, Legs has gone on to the C3 as well. So they are going hard, medium. Whereas Matt has been playing it safe. He went medium, hard, but also really did shorten that first stint. Danny, drive-through speeding.
Oh,
If we get the
no.
words out, Danny Hernandez has got a drive-through for speeding. That is massive. That is, I mean, that's going to drop him right behind. I mean, definitely Fox, I think, would have taken that place back as he is doing now. Danny is still in the pits, just about to come out. And Legs, who had a spin, still not sure whether that was due to contact or if he did it on his own, will be back in the hunt for third place because Danny has to serve that drive-through.
Well, that just changes everything there. Oh, side by side match. Chevrolet getting by Rebel Gales for the top 5. And we'll get the job done on the front straight.
Yeah, and Chevrolet actually setting a fastest sector in the. Okay, I don't want to invest too much in the timing screen. What I'm seeing at the moment, but that is a purple sector in the final sector there for Matt Chevrolet, and there's a good chance that's thanks to the DRS and slipstream and hill combo that we have at this Palmadera circuit. Just 10 to go. Danny is in the pit for his drive-through, so that actually immediately drops him behind Legs. So depending when and where Danny comes out, don't know if he's even going to be able to fight for third place.
No, he's 9 seconds behind with only 10 laps to go.
He's still going to be a fair bit clear of Matt Chevrolet. He's just going to be in no man's land, really, and he's pulling off. Do you have an issue? He's back to the pits.
Oh, no.
So Danny Hernandez is in the pits either with a technical or he's pulling out. That gifts a position to Grant Worley, to Michael Locke. And Kieran just 2 seconds off the back of Cody now. They are a little bit off sequence, but Cody... Cody is just pitted. So it's... where we see that gap closing. It's the same strategy. They're... both drivers on the C3, so... unless Kieran can find some extra pace in this final stint, you'd have to imagine that Cody's going to hold him at bay with equal tires. So we're starting to see bigger gaps as Danny's name drops down the order. And that's a 2 DNF race so far. Herbert Reinstein. It's the smallest gap we have on circuit at the moment is between the cars of Herbert Reinstein and Micah Locke. We can just compare tires. Micah's actually on the C3. They've taken the medium for this stint and Herbert is on the C2. So it would be difficult for Herbert, but not impossible to close in here. And it does seem as though everyone has taken a second stop, so no one-stoppers, unfortunately. Just a straight two-stopper across the board. Nothing fancy.
Well, Fox right now in that second spot is 3.1 seconds away from Cody Lawrence. Cody Lawrence looking to cap up the season with some style after winning another championship here at ACF1. Cody Lawrence, he currently has won, that was his third title an ACF1 third title in a row, I should say. So he has won in the last 3 seasons. So, but currently sits second in terms of the all-time leading champion. So, with Kieran Fox leading the way. Right now, again, 3.4 second gap between first and second place. Danny Hernandez still in the pits. So he is not going anywhere. And unfortunately for him, that's an unfortunate thing for him, because he was looking so good here at the early stages of this one. But Grant Wehrle slowly chipping away at the gap on to Matt Chevry, who's looking for a 4th place finish. Again, another solid finish from him would do wonders for him in the championship. Right now, he sits in the 6th spot, 78 points. Ryan Earl sits at 90 points. This wouldn't get him past that line. He would pretty much have to get the win in order to surpass Ryan Earl, but a good haul of points still would bring it that much closer for a little bit of a confidence booster going into next season.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of improvement from all of the drivers here, really. And we, thanks to Danny and Legs and Fox for providing a lot of entertainment early on in the race. It's very exciting for us to see those cars chopping and changing into turn 1 and 2. As far as the championship goes, as you said, Cody had a very firm grip on it this season. Fox was very much in the hunt until last race, and then things just kind of fell away. It was not the race that Kieran had been hoping for, and Legs has been right there in the hunt.
Legs looking for a podium, looking through his stats. This would be his only 2nd podium finish of the season, and his last time was at Fuji, where he finished in the 3rd spot. So, Legs right now, very happy, very comfortable. Grant Wehrle, a 1.8 second gap now to Matt Chevry. And that gap continues to grow, but it shrinks a little bit in certain parts. Ooh, a little bit of a slide by Grant Wehrle. That had to kind of be a yeehaw moment right there. Little bit of a sketch moment there.
Been a bit loose, just a little bit wild throughout this race, but hey, guy's sitting in 5th place, like that's not at all bad. So yeah, even with a spin, you can salvage a lot just by sticking in and giving it your all. So it'd be interesting to see if Grant can close that gap. They're on equal tires. Done a lot of talking about tires this race. The lap times are very close, but I mean, we are currently just under 2 seconds, now back above. We've got a couple laps to see if that can come down, and I think we're looking at Kieran Fox just passing one of the drivers towards the back of the field. That happens very cleanly. Actually gifts Fox a bit of DRS, but as it is, Cody sitting 5 seconds ahead, so most of the drivers will just be focusing on bringing it home at this point. Rebel, one of the few drivers that perhaps has the potential to make a move up since he's on the C3, but I just don't see that gap coming down. Grant Wehrle putting another half second into Matt Chevry. The clock is ticking and time is running out.
Three laps here remaining. Cody Lawrence now across the line to make it 2 laps to go for the ACF1 season number 6, the summer season, the spring summer season of 2023. Cody Lawrence has been dominant all season long, and Fox has been there. He has been competitive week in and week out, trying to stay there with Cody Lawrence. And as Cody Lawrence's livery shows, he's driving the Red Bull, so there are definitely questions around that car and how quick he's been all season long. Just kidding, Cody. But obviously Cody Lawrence been incredible here all season long. He went on a 6 win streak. He got 6 wins in a row. He pretty much won the first half of the season single-handedly, and now he crosses the line here for the final time here at Apollo Racing Club for the 2023 spring summer season here, season 6.
So we do see actually Robert Gers does it. I didn't catch it in time. He gets passed, but it now is being passed again by Reinstein. So those two drivers having a fair bit of a battle just as we go on to the final lap. Grant Worley also within a second of Matt Chevry. So those 2 caps that I was watching have come down, and hopefully will give us some final last lap barn door action.
Here we go. These two are crossing the line for their final lap. Cody Lawrence coming around the final turn, and he will come down the hill. He'll see that checkered flag and finally be able to put a cap on this season. Cody Lawrence is crossing the line to win here in round number 12 of the ARC ACF1 2023 season.
Ahead of Chevry and Gale's ahead of Reinstein as it stands, so
that's going to get interesting as they come across the line. Legs looking for his second podium. He'll see that checkered flag. A good time from him. It looks like Gales did beat out Reinstein there at the end. Legs will cross the line here. He'll finish in third. Grant Wehrle, he's gotten by Matt Chevry. Grant Wehrle has gone around Matt Chevry for the 4th spot here, and this is going to be huge for Grant Wehrle because he's tied with William Neron for the 10th spot here. Grant Wehrle is going to pick up a load of points, but here comes Matt Chevry. He drives around him and steals it away, and Grant Wehrle will finish in 5th.
Chevry just taking it on the line with the slipstream. Grant still doing some donuts to celebrate what was a pretty good result and probably some good battles there. And we did miss Robert Gales just getting past Everett Reinstein on that final lap towards the end of the race. So, but we cannot congratulate Cody enough for just a pretty perfect season. Didn't win every race, but sure got close.
He sure did. Well, Cody Lawrence, congratulations. You can now officially say you're a 3-time champion here at Apollo Racing Club. And that is the conclusion of the 2023 spring summer season here for the ACF1 division. Tom, thank you for helping me out here the last few weeks. I appreciate it. And for those watching at home, big announcement today. Officially announced that this is going to be the final broadcast here of my career here at Apollo Racing Club. I have decided to step away from the mic for the foreseeable future. This has been an incredible honor to be here for the last 3 years. My first broadcast was in 2020 with Codemasters. When we were in the Codemasters divisions, we had 3 divisions in 2020. and I had the opportunity to do the top tier of that league, and eventually grew into the role as being one of the leading voices here. It's been an honor and a very, very fun thing to do the last 3 years, and I have grown into a position now where I've been able to take a job in sports broadcasting and racing in particular during the summer at a local track, and starting a broadcast there this season. So that will be my primary focus going on into the future. I want to thank everybody who has helped me along the way. Of course, all the guys, all the admins, Fife, Fox, Haulers, Fleischman, all the admins, and then of course Fox for allowing me to do this for 5 seasons here in the ACF1 division, and then 2 seasons in Formula E. Also, thank you to Van, Bash Dash, who were part of my broadcast crew back in the Codemaster F1 days. James as well, who was alongside with me during iRacing days. And of course helped me out during Codemasters F1 and ACF1 nights. And there's just a lot of people to thank for everything. So for the final time, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much, and make sure you hit that follow button and hit subscribe on YouTube and keep up with all the action here. You can also join us on Discord, discord.gg/Apollo Racing Club. For everybody here at Apollo Racing Club, we want to say thank you so much for watching, and good night here from ARC.